The Medrash Tanchuma explains one of the following concepts in the Parsha that we have, that the Torah tells us that in the longer pasuk, when Hashem is testing us for the man that's falling from heaven, it says, to teach us, ki lo alalachem levad yechia ha'adam, ki not on bread alone does man live, ki al kol motza pi Hashem yechia ha'adam. Because it comes out all the word of the mouth of Hashem is what people will live on. So what does it mean, al kol motza pi Hashem? That the words that come out of Hashem's mouth? What is that a reference to? The Netziv points out from this Medrash Tanchuma, ki al kol motza pi Hashem is a reference to that of tefillah. That the way we get things in this world is going to be through the power of our prayer. And the Medrash says that Moshe Rabbeinu saw that the Beis HaMikdash was going to be destroyed, and ideally Karbanos, sacrifices, was going to be not only a form of atonement, but an ability to bring down the shefa, the divine flow from Hashem into this world. But once Moshe Rabbeinu saw that the Beis HaMikdash was going to be destroyed and there would no longer be karbanos, no longer sacrifices, therefore he established 3 tfilos. The way we have in the Gemara is that it's established either by Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, or that it's somehow based on karbanos. Here the Medrash is saying that Moshe Rabbeinu enacted 3 prayers because he saw that the Beis HaMikdash was going to be destroyed. And on top of that he says as well, He established Berchas Hamazon and Berchas Hanenin, blessings before you eat a fruit. Before you eat a food, he established blessings on these things. Why is this? Because the Gemara tells us that anyone who benefits from Olam Hazeh, from this world, without saying a blessing on something, Kilu Gozel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as if you're stealing from God. But not only as if you're stealing from God, the Gemara continues to say you are a chaver Yeravam ben Nevat. You're considered an acquaintance or a friend to Yeravam. Who is Yeravam ben Nevat? So he was one of the kings of the Jewish people, who at the time did not want the Jewish people to go ahead and send sacrifice. So therefore he set up sentries. He prevented people from actually going to Yerushalayim. So his goal was to prevent people from bringing korbanos and going into Yerushalayim. So it says the Netziv, what happens when you don't say a blessing? When you don't say a blessing, what is actually happening is that you're preventing the shefa, the divine flow of Hashem, from coming into this world. Every time you have an opportunity to say a blessing on a food or a smelling spice and you don't say it, you are preventing the divine essence coming into this world and enhancing the food, whether it's your food or other foods as well. So he says, Hamonea milavarach, if a person prevents this, that Hashem wants to give a divine flow into this world, that the Jewish people need that, and you are preventing that from actually happening. And therefore, when it says, Ki al kol motza pi Hashem yechei adam, when you use your mouth to bring forth the words of Hashem into this world, that's how mankind is going to live, because mankind will live through the divine shefa, divine flow that comes from Hashem. If you don't do that, you're no different, says the Gemara, than Yeravam ben Nevat, who wants to prevent people from actually serving Hashem and bringing down the shefa, which is what karbanos actually do. So that is our goal when we say blessings or tefillah as well, is to be able to bring this divine flow not just into our prayers, but actually into the world as a whole, and that gives bracha to the world.